All right, a little weekly update for you. We're gonna start in my shipping container office. I was watching UFC, troll on out and check out the projects going on. Again, this all runs off just one 120 volt extension cords, two 20-foot high cubes bolted together. You can see the trim there where we covered up, where they join up, and then they are simply bolted together. Last time we moved this, we just picked up each side with the forklift and just scooted it forward. We're currently building the building, so we just picked this side up and ignore the ivory paint that doesn't match. Our personal stuff does not take priority over customer projects, and there's 20 shades of ivory. Kind of see there, all different shades of ivory. So long story short, we just picked this up and moved it forward to get the building done, and then we're gonna pour concrete here next, and then so we'll scoot the office over here or over there, but we'll just pick it up and move it bolted together. But like I said, just the entire thing runs off one extension cord, and that's a 120 mini split. So here's the new building, 3 26-foot doors. That's the largest overhead sectional door that you can do, with that option over hanger doors, because if we went hanger doors, it was going to turn into a gabled roof building and it would mismatch that building. I didn't like that, so we went this option. Really happy with it. Glad we went this route. And this building was actually less per square foot than the first building because most of the site work was done, and I've shot that in previous videos as well. But we should have the roof on and the doors in this week, and then we're just on to wiring, and we're going to cut a garage door in right there between the buildings. So just in time for winter, and we are busy, so feel like the timing worked out perfect on this. And then those cutouts there are where we're going to have a bunch of glass installed. It was city code, we had to have glass for like a display room at the front of the building. So $20,000, $25,000 for that glass. Prices on containers, I've done some market updates. New containers, 20s and 40s, are record low prices. Used 20s and used 40s are about the same as they've been for several years now. They just don't really budge. I'm $3,200, $3,300 for a new 20. Used 20s are still $2,100 to $2,400. If we're at $3,200 to $3,300 for a new 20, we should be at $1,600 to $1,700 on a used 20. I don't know what gives in the used container market. Don't understand, but that's what it is. Go in here, show you a couple projects we got going on. So this is a dog grooming 40-foot container. He's gonna put shelves in the middle here to segregate this, but this will be like not the customer area. He's gonna have a server rack here, dual zone mini split. So one indoor unit there, the other indoor unit there. That in with the FRP will be the customer area. So that area is framed, OSB, FRP, bathroom, washer, dryer, and water heater. Why such a big water heater for one washer? Well, I guess his washer takes like 20 gallons of water per load. So 40-gallon water heater. Check out the bathroom here. Got a pocket door, really slick. Really like the way this turned out. Got a macerating pump toilet. Are gonna exit the side, you use a pump. If you're tying into existing sewer, you go through the floor, just like a regular toilet. All right, here's our 20-foot super budget box. This has a window unit, ivory container, white windows. So this will be our cheapest model. This is the essential model. And I did a video earlier on the wattage, BTU, and SEER rating of a window unit. This window unit draws 746 watts, so a little bit less wattage than mini split. So if you're gonna run an extension cord on this office, you still have enough amperage left over for computers, TVs, mini fridge, all that stuff. The microwave is really where it changes. Heat-wise, you're looking roughly 10 watts per square foot. So a 1,500 watt space heater, which is uber inefficient, 150 square feet, but a window unit and then mini splits are much higher SEER rating, so you can run more square feet per BTU and so on. So this window unit, 6,000 BTU heat, 8,000 BTU cooling. It's rated for up to 350 square feet. This is 160 square feet, so it should be more than sufficient. As far as -10 or -15 degrees, probably not going to get there, but for a cost-effective job site box, it'll work perfect, and it's easier to install than the mini split, so we can pass those savings on to the customer. And I just have this running in here. Air feels pretty warm. I've had the heat running in here for like an hour. We are at 78 degrees. It's about 58, 59 degrees outside ambient. We've just got to put devices in this and we are good to go. If you guys are interested in one of these products, just go to simpleshippingcontainers.com or email me, Dallas, at simpleshippingcontainers.com. So that's the super budget box. There's the front of it. We have two common configurations we do. Door in the middle, straddled by two windows. This is config B for us. Config A is walk door here, window centered between the walk door and the end of the container, and then a one window on the other side centered. That's configuration A. I don't have one of those sitting in here right now. This is another configuration B. There you go. So same as that one, except this is our signature model, which gets mini split, slate gray container, black windows. Black windows are double the cost of white windows. I don't supply windows. I don't know why they're double, but that's what they are. And sorry, I don't have a light in here. This is a double 40-foot garage. We've got 2 center posts. This is our I-beam header, and then we put some little corner gussets on it. Luckily, we could put 2 center posts in here. It just makes it stronger. If you do 1 center post, it's fine, but it's stronger this way. This has a 16x7 flush panel door. You can tell that's a flush panel insulated door because the back of the door, you can see the insulation there. Carrying that door in, I can tell you, is quite a bit heavier than a stamp door. Actually, I have the stamp door sitting right here. So there's the stamp door. There's the insulated door. Very nice door. That insulated flush panel door is about triple the cost of a stamp door, just FYI. We're gonna wrap this container up this week. So this is 2 40-foot high cubes bolted together. Like I said, record low prices on new containers. I don't have the total cost for this project in front of me, but we'll ship this on 2 trucks. I think he's gonna have a crane on site. I don't recall this particular situation, but they will put a seal between, seal it, tape on top, commercial roofing tape, and bolt this together on site. So this is about wrapped up. And then he just said, hey, can you throw a breaker box on there? There's your breaker box. We just welded that on. There's your outlet. So super simple, just got to touch up those welds. And I think that's it. We've got another project coming, Wildcat Construction, a local company. They wanted puck locks on everything. They wanted a security window in the walk door. So we're getting all that stuff ready for that project. Other than that, I think that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. And you guys have a good rest of your weekend, or when you're watching this, have a great week.